Yo, thank you. How does it feel to be part of the Elite Four? Rifle 7 runners. I guess Elite 4 is kind of disingenuous. It has to be a top 5, because Dash is in there too. Still gaps. Yeah, fair. No, I'm super rusty at menus, but there's basically no chance of me beating. I'd have to get like super lucky, and at that point I'd be like, man, I wish I wasn't fucking shit at menus right now. It would have pushed that menu so much further. Oh, sorry, it would have pushed that PB so much further. I'm gonna do bolt here. I think attack wouldn't have gone anyway. So, 20 weeks ago, you're working on the PB. Quite harder than expected. Plus, yeah, sure. 22. Shoot, that's a 92. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Targeted cloud. Destroyed it. And a 4-5 field elevator street before that PV. Okay, so you are going through what I'm going through currently. Yeah. I know what that's like. Fucking hell. Feels like it's time to hang it up, and then some of you will randomly get one, and then suddenly that ends up being the run. It's the same for my PB as well. I've had a bit of a elevator recently as well. I got it once, like a couple of days ago. But I'm still in a bit of a rot with it at the moment, and I'm not sure what's going wrong. It's the same for me. When I've not been getting elevator in it lately, I've just not been making the route. It's just been a case of me not making the route. Like, I put the floor jumps in and just won't come up on the sheet, and I'd be like, well, I know I didn't do the elevator incorrectly. I know I just fucked up my movement somewhere on the way, and I'm not sure where. And I'll practice, like, you know, I'll load up the save before squats, so initiate the squats, go to aerosols, and I'll do all that whole palaver with my practice saves. And then I will get it, and I'll do all the movement correctly, and then I get into a run, and then I don't make the group again. And I'm like, well, I literally just practiced all the movement. I'm not sure what's going wrong here. Like, when you get it in practice, like first try, and then you do it again just to make sure, and you get it again, and you get into a run, and then you don't make the group again. It's so fucking frustrating. Oh, I see, yeah. But I'm looking at the game now. It looks like I'm looking at the game feed. Fuck's sake. practice this. Everyone's dead though. Haven't done that in like a month. Not, maybe not a month. It's been like 3 weeks since I last did that. It's a good guard scorpion. Maybe I can get a braver stopped this time. Yeah, even if I get elevator a minute, and my early game's really good, like my late game menus are so fucking rusty now. It's just not even gonna matter, but yep. Yes, I do. My MK's still on point, but I mean, yeah. I think it was a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, I actually got on my best pace ever. Like, no right arm, and it was still my best pace, but then I messed up CC skip, which every run I've been getting to that point, I haven't been messing up, and then the one time where I'm on my best pace, I fucking mess up CC skip. Exactly. I blame my input display though, that's my job. My job is the input display. I'm not used to playing with Retro Spy. I mean, I didn't mess it up any of the other times, but I mean, you know, high pressure situations like that in the past not really caused me to mess it up, but I think with the input display, I had to like I was doing taps of left and it wasn't going through, so I had to like do it harder because there was extra latency. So actually, the game actually pulled the input, and yeah. I would do CSR segmented, but then friends will get mad at me for just like not playing something else. Well, you could have been learning all the skips in Toy Story Race in the time it took you to do that segmented CSR run. Alright, thank you, thank you. All you do is play FF7. Madge. Talk to myself. Good old Dolph Lundgren. And also, you know, calm scale, that's basically like the mountain. Yeah, that's the mountain I'm looking for as well. That's the mountain I'm looking for. It's a calm scale. Hearts on fire, strong as iron. But I mean, you know, Eris dying comes after that, so can't really say that. He has the mountain montage after Apollo Creed goes down. Yo, KRD, thank you.
It's not over yet.
It's true. Yeah, I think it's my favourite. Like, I think in terms of pros and cons, like the first Rocky movie and Rocky Balboa, those have the most pros and the least cons. But in terms of vibes, in terms of what I actually like the most, I'm not just thinking about, oh, what actually makes a better Rocky movie? If I'm thinking about what actually makes a better Rocky movie, I'm thinking about Rocky 1 and like Rocky Balboa. But like, if I'm thinking on like what I actually like myself, and I'm allowing myself to be biased and subjective, then yeah, it is my favourite. Rocky 4 is my favourite. Yeah, like objectively, for sure. Like, but like, I enjoy Rocky 4 the most. I think most people in the UK generally have Rocky 3 as their favourite. I mean, it's pretty rare that someone in the UK has watched the Rocky movies compared to like in the States. But it's still pretty popular over here. It's just like you don't find people who have actually seen it as often. But I feel like for the people that have watched Rocky in the UK, Rocky 3 is generally like the favourite. I think it's just because of the Clubber Lang or Mr. T like memes. It's just the most funny. It has the most iconic quotes, they're just funny. Even still though, I don't know why Rocky 3 is so popular in the UK. Yeah, the hype fun to watch, yeah, exactly, for sure. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, no, I'm not. Fucking hell. Alright. I think I've put in too many calculations into my calculator. I'm still just gonna do an attack here though. Okay, 21. That means I probably don't have to remove material. Well, that's... I'll do a big short in case I did, like, too many calculations. Like, in case I got too many, like, things in. We didn't have to do that. Boost on bolt. Whatever. I'm not sure if magic can miss Scar Scorpion. It can miss Mobile, I know that. Hold on. No fucking way, dude. Come on. Come on. I think this is another day where we're not getting out reactor. That's fine. I can just go to the gym if I don't get a run going. That's fine. That'll be our silver lining. I mean, stream doesn't get to enjoy it, but my silver lining is if I can't get a run going, I'll just go and fucking get some exercise and get my dopamine that way. Should have at least up sooner. I was kind of enjoying when I was actually getting runs going, and now that's not even happening. Just been in a bit of a reset rut lately. Just need to get back to the swing of it, that's all. And we're finally gonna leave. We're gonna finally get past Wall Market. And then I'm gonna mess up the movement on the way to Elevator Minute and not be able to recognise where the movement messed up. And we're not gonna make the group, and then we're gonna be back home. It's fine. I'm not the only one that gets stuck in Reactor. I mean, granted, the people I'm thinking of is because they need a good pace, because they're literally going for like a world record tier time. So it makes more sense that they have more resets than we had done, but I mean, they do mess up goal skip and stuff like that sometimes as well, like Jesse skip. Fuck that, this is the first turn on resetting. Fuck this. Why can't I just keep the camera on fucking auto like Dash does? Why can't I do that? I hope it goes well, Alapod. Why can't I just keep the camera on fucking auto? Yeah, I know. If you want to play auto cam, just play remake, lol. Just play remake. Exactly. You know, Sal plays FF9 with AutoCam. Why can't I be the Sal of FF7? I guess my decision making isn't smart enough for that, but. That'll do. That'll do. Yo, Minor Gemini, thank you. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Doing alright here. Just trying to wake up and get ready for another day at work after, yeah. I had an appointment for the stream, so I also slept very rough like last night. Slept very, very rough. I had to go for an appointment. Yeah, I think I'm also just processing what happened to my phone. I'm still just processing it, so that's probably why I'm making such silly mistakes. It's probably not just because I'm tired, it's probably just also because of that. Mine's probably doing work in the background, and that's taking some of my focus away from the game, which is making me play worse. That's probably just a job, though. Good 7th heaven so far. I'm gonna stay in the book. I'm not gonna flick through the corner here. I will reward myself for getting that Jesse skid by putting in a new piece of gum. I do apologise to anyone that has missed Saponia. I've smacked him to the mic a bit there. Might be. Doing it again. Stop it. Nobody wants to hear that. I got a Slim Jim from the shop around the corner from this venue. It tastes so good. Back up, bitch. We've lost like a couple of seconds so far this split. Kind of sucks. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not grabbing the Hyper anymore. I'm gonna try and make some of that time back. Besides, I'm not removing Cloud's material anyway, so I kind of don't want to have to just go into the menu just to do that. 601. Same as last run that got this far. My wall markers aren't as consistent as they used to be. But it's fine. I can still save time by not grabbing the hyper, not going into the menu to remove the materia, and still getting a high roll at apps. (901) desk corner. That's also bad. Chelsea Hoss, thank you. Second time's the charm with that attack buffer for Maris. Worst run, more like. Yeah, not too bad. I didn't remove material before apps, and we got a low roll from the Braver, so we had to wait for an extra wave. I didn't put Cloud's last grenade through those, so save time from that. We still overall lost time just for the extra wave. Yep. I mean, yesterday I removed both the materia, and we still low rolled, so... Don't know if I mentioned it before, what is that mostly black box on the left? That's just the video player, so that when I download the replay buffer for a waterfall glows outside Eris's house, you can see those with the filter that I use. I'll download the replay buffer now just to show you what I mean. So, I download the replay buffer. Here's the box slowed down. Oh, it's still black. Okay. Oh, this is lame and boring. I'll reset the filter just to demonstrate what this is. Okay, so... It's 100% speed, and this is 25% speed, which is what we use to track the waterfall glows. But because this, like, my capture card is kind of saturated, I use a filter so it's easier to see the glows. It looks kind of demonic, but it means I can actually see the glows properly. Reapply the filter. Options, brightness, negative 100, contrast, minus 90, hue. What if I put the brightness up? Does that work? It's just so you guys can see what I'm looking at when I'm not talking to chat while I'm in Eris's house. So you can guys see, you can see what I'm looking at to be able to determine what values to put into the Google sheet. So we know what group we're aiming for, and we know what kind of movement we need to do to hit that group. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll see if this works. It's the same, like the filter's the same as it was on before, but every other value is the same, but the brightness is set to 0 instead of negative 100. Let's see if this works. Maybe it's still easy to see the glows with this. It's not good game brain. You just need to like practice it for like a week. I mean, you can pick it up in 2 days if you're someone like Wheels, but I mean, it's like an exception. You just need to like sit with it for like a week. Just eat, sleep, and drink it, and then it will become like pretty, you know, almost become autopilot. I mean, it can't be autopilot because you have to be like logged in, but I mean, I've been fucking sucking at it lately. I've been messing up movement somewhere, and I'm unable to like figure out what the incorrect movement is. So I just haven't even been making the group. Like, when I've been messing in the elevator, like, I'll put the floor value, like, I put the floor numbers into the sheet, and it just won't come up on that sheet, which means that I just didn't even make the group to even be able to do the correct inputs in the elevator. with the correct position, so I just didn't even make the group. But yeah, I'm gonna use the same filter I was using before, but have the brightness at 0 instead of -100, and see if I can still easily see the glows of that. If not, I can just like change the setting quickly. It's not too big of a deal, but if it works, it works. The brightness might throw it off, but if it does, then I can just redo it. I just tweak the setting real quick and then just do it again. You can also get a 637 with stairs. Like, you don't even need elevator to get the time that I have. You can easily get the time I have with stairs, even on non-turbo. I say easily, the game needs to cooperate, but like, you don't need like... You know... You don't need like fighting game professional level execution to get it. You just need the game to cooperate. But your decision making does also need to be good. It's hard if you're not smart. But if you are smart, then you can pretty easily do it. We might... yeah, we might walk into an encounter here. Hopefully not. It's possible for you then. I mean, some people also consider it, but like borderline TAS. Well, I've even heard some people say, "Oh man, that's TAS as fuck," like elevator map. Especially, you know, people are considering using AI to like track the glows for you, and that's been like a, you know, subject of debate recently. Especially how it would work better with like better capture setups. So like, people with better capture setups would have even less like false flags using AI for it. Yeah, so we're basically measuring the time intervals between each globe, and then like a 25% speed, and then when we're putting that in the sheet lets you put which playback speed you're doing. But I do quarter speed, and I track the intervals between them, quarter speed, and I put those into the sheet. Oh, we didn't make the group. Yeah, didn't make the group. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong on the movement in the... Okay, so the only time the movement matters for the elevator minute is on the screens where the list is moving. Those screens are the playground screen, the first wall marker screen after you like run up, right, and up, and then the one above that. Inside of buildings, the list doesn't move, and in the other screens after Eris Garden, or sorry, after Eris's house. Yeah, those are the only 4 screens. It's Playground, Wall Market 1, Wall Market 2, Wall Market 2 Revisit. Those are the only screens where the list is moving, and those are the only screens where you need to have the correct movement. However, in those screens, this run, I did not feel like I messed up my movement in any of those screens. My movement in all those screens felt accurate and adequate to what I was trying to accomplish with the rages I was given. So I don't know what went wrong there. I didn't make the group. Like, I thought I hit, like, the timing, like, way too early. You probably saw me, like, I'd be like, oh, fuck, you probably saw on the webcam. It did feel early. However, there is no floor 23 in this group. So, yeah, it felt early. It felt like I pressed the button, like, way too early. But, the second jump was 23, and that's not in this group anyway, so I just didn't make the group. And I don't know what I did wrong to not make it. Sake. Why? Why? Can't believe I used to get this fucking strat like 9 times out of 10. Like, what state of ascension did I have to fucking reach to get to that point? Because I can't comprehend it now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand it. Why did I have to be emotional and listen to shit talk and learn this fucking strat instead of just taking the fucking stairs? I was fine taking stairs, and then, like, you know... Someone said some funny thing that made people who take stairs sound stupid, and then it fucking got to me, so I had to fucking learn this fucking strat. And now I can't enjoy the rest of the game because I'm stuck in the first hour because I fucking implemented it. Why the fuck did I just not just stick with stairs? When I used to play this game casually, I used to always take the elevator. And then when I got into speedrun, it was optimal to take the stairs. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, well, this is annoying. Like, this is annoying. Well, I guess we'll just take stairs, even though I did elevator when I used to play the game casually. And then after that, it became optimal to take elevator, and I was like, for fuck's sake, now I have to go back to the thing that I used to do when I was, like, growing up. That's how I used to do it. And I had to deal with them constantly. I had to deal with what's optimal being constantly changed. Not constantly, but enough for it to be annoying. And I bring that up, and it's like, you know what? Sounds like a skill issue. Fuck off. Why the fuck did I implement this strat? Like, it just means when I DROS this game, I can't get fucking anything going. Because I'm out of grenades, and I'm going to be over leveled at J-Buff, even if we somehow have enough grenades for the Chocobo. It's just all fucked. It's just all fucking fucked. I can't fucking do this strat anymore, man. I don't like. I don't feel like I messed up my movement anywhere. Like, it has to be something going wrong with how I'm timing the intervals of the glows. Like, I have to be either clicking too late or clicking too early. It has to be the time intervals. But a part of me is like, well, if it's the time interval, surely it just wouldn't come up on the Excel sheet. Like, surely it would just say NA, nothing detected. But the fact it's picked up those values and it's given me results means that those are the correct intervals. So that's what I'm thinking. But I'm doing the correct movement and the movement you're supposed to do for that group, and I'm not making the group. So I don't fucking understand. I don't know what's going wrong. I don't get it. And then I'm in a worse mood because I fuck it up, and then people want to avoid me. And then people make memes about fucking average stairs enjoyer versus average elevator fan. Just because I'm in a bad mood because I fucking fucked it up. Why did I just Why didn't I just double down and just stick to doing stairs? Why did I have to fucking listen to shit talk? Why? Why can't I just fucking take stairs like everyone else? But Elevator is now in all of my splits comparisons. It's in my averages, it's in my latest run, it's in my PB, it's in my balance. Every comparison I have, Elevator is in there, so there's no fucking escaping it now. Well, it's not only slower, but you also have to burn movement before sample. I mean, that still counts as slower, I guess, but like, yeah, like, not only is taking the stairs slow, you also have to fucking burn movement. I mean, you could do double bio strats. Like, if you're taking the stairs nowadays, I feel like you should definitely do double bio. You should absolutely do double bio if you're taking stairs, because you gotta burn movement anyway. Stop caring a little. Because if I'm ahead of my PB, I know I'm gonna go from being ahead to fucking a minute and a half behind. And then there's like no place in my PB where I have like over a minute of time save. I have a minute of time save at Palmer, but there's no like individual split where I have like over a minute of time save. So it just feels fucking like a fool's errand at that point. I mean, yeah, I could like take it if the stars align, but at that point I'd be like, man, imagine how much further the run would be pushed if I took elevator instead of stairs. Why did that not fucking work? I don't fucking understand, man. I'm just sitting here like, oh, if I complain enough, maybe a helicopter will come down and rescue me and tell me what's wrong and tell me what I need to do. Maybe if I cry more. Maybe if I call the ambulance, maybe fucking, oh, people will come and fucking rescue me and tell me what I'm doing wrong and pat me on the back and there and fucking backseat me and yeah. Yeah. I used to get this fucking strat 9 times out of 10, man. I used to have it on lock. I used to just have it down. And the answer to that is, oh, I was playing this and nothing else. But if I play this and nothing else, then people get pissed off at that. So I have to play other stuff. Otherwise, people are like, oh my god, it's so fucking boring. Just only playing FF7. Like, yeah, I know you don't, but you're an FF fan. I made the mistake of starting speedrunning, like with Sega games, and I pulled fucking Control Freaks into my orbit. I should have just went straight to FF. Like, my whole speedrun history is about... It's been about building up the endurance to be able to run FF7 on a consistent basis. It was all about building up to that. So that's what it always has been about. It's been building up to having the endurance to run FF7 on a consistent basis, and then I finally do it, and then people don't like it, and it's like, yeah, I should have just went straight to FF7. I shouldn't have ran anything else before it. Just go straight to FF7. Just fuck everything else. Just straight to FF7. That way, I don't have other people telling me I should fucking run other games. Every random battle is just a manifestation of time's jealousy. Keep slicing through the timeline. Speedrunner supreme. I mean, I dig it. No, my summer best is way too close to my PB in both categories, Alucard. I could learn all parcels, but I'd need to learn the skips for it to be an optimal run. And if I'm learning skips, I'd rather just take that time to learn the skips for Toy Story Racer so I can run that game. That's where I'm at the moment. No, I've still got like at least 40 minutes of like reset time for FF7, so I'll kind of use that up. And then after that, I'm probably gonna go and get some exercise or something. It's fucking driving me insane. Yeah. Old man yells at cloud. Moving on. Back in my day, when I first got into running this game, stairs was optimal, which is a bit of a challenge because when I used to play this game casually, I would take elevator. But when I got into the run, stairs was optimal. Back in my day, that's what we did. None of this tool assist bullshit and fucking having 10 programs open at a time like you kids do nowadays. We just took the stairs and we got the elixir and we liked it. I mean, like I said, every comparison I have has elevator in it. Averages, they have elevator in it. Balanced PB has elevator in it. Latest run has elevator in it. PB has elevator in it. Yeah, but what do I have to look at? So just compare to nothing? Compare to none? But then I'm going to notice that my best possible time goes up. I mean, I could PB with stairs if my menus weren't super fucking rusty late game, but they are, so I'm going to lose like 40 seconds to each of those. That just makes me look dog shit to, like, the potential viewers, though. That's the problem with that. I mean, they're already gonna think that, because they fucking elevator. But if they don't come in, elevator, and they tab out before elevator, then, saves 2 minutes, Gardy. My fastest stair segments are like 1921s, and my best segment with elevator is like a 1730. So that's like almost 2 minutes. And I don't even do some of the fights in elevator optimally, so probably more like over 2 minutes. You know, I think the biggest crux of the situation is I'm trying to implement vodka to coal minute, and whenever I fail that, I lose like a minute, straight up. So if I take stairs, I'm gonna get in a whatever pace, and by the time I get to Palmer, I'm still on a whatever pace, so I'm like, well, may as well go for this minute, and I'm just gonna fuck it up. And be 5 minutes in the red instead of 3 minutes. But, I mean, I was 3 minutes in the red the other day, and Red Dragon opened up Bite on Cloud when he had 587 max HP, and the bike rolled 599. Yeah, elevator's pretty easy to practice. You can make a save outside Shinra headquarters. And if you do a hard reset and load that save, you're always on group 0 and you're always on list 0. That's pretty easy to practice. And then if you want to practice the movement on the way up to it, from a hard reset, you'll load up a save before squats and you'll initiate the squats to set the stone value to 33. And then what you'll do is you'll soft reset, load up the save outside Eris's house, grab your shit, run back in, download the replay buffer, track it, put it into the sheet, run up to there, and do the minute. It's pretty easy to practice, but like, every time I practice the group 0 and the list 0, and even every time I practice the movement where I load up the 3 different saves, sorry, even when I like load the 2 different saves so I can actually practice the movement on the way up, I always get it in practice, and then the next run, I like literally the next attempt that gets that far, I will do all that, and then it just won't work. So it's almost like I need to do it 11 times in practice, but it's so fucking long. It's such a fucking long sequence to do 11 times in a row. You gotta sit through the cutscene in Eris's house, and you gotta like run up. So like the only way to like really know that I've got it down would be to do it like 10 or 11 times in a row, but it's such a long fucking sequence that that'd be like half the length of a CSR on it, like, almost. Yippee. Barrett's rolling pretty high, but still gonna be a bolt. I'm just gonna put this through. Thing with this game, especially vanilla, you can't hide your splits. Because you've got to do IGT minutes. By looking at the RTA splits you get, that allows you to gauge and determine whereabouts your IGT minutes are going to be, or what IGT minutes you want to aim for. You can't hide your splits for that reason. Like, this isn't, like, if you're trying to do everything optimally, this isn't a game where you can hide your splits. You have to know what your RTA splits are. Otherwise, you're going to lose, like, a sizable chunk of time on IGT minutes. You're not going to know which IGTs you want to be looking for. You'll have to react to what comes up in the menu, and then you'll have to quickly, like, frantically, like, look for it in the IGT tree. So you can't hide splits for this game. It's not a thing. Compared to no comparison, but I still know what a good, like, pace is. I know for a fact this is ahead of PvE. Level 15, this is fine, it's takeable. It's not great though. That guard skip back up I did last run was pretty good. Like, for like the final, like, hold left and tap R1. Like, I overshot it, but I was able to back it up, and we still got a 22-2x. So that felt good. That felt good. I mean, the 7-7 split was really good up to that point anyway, but it still felt good that I backed up guard skip, and it was still like a 22-2x. That felt good. It's not a particularly hard back up to learn, but normally if I overshoot it, like, in most circumstances when I overshoot it, I panic, and then I just fuck the whole thing up, and I have to run back in. Last attempt, I was able to just, like, recollect myself quickly and just tell myself to go for the backup, and I got it. So that was good. That was good. It's good that I'm able to do that, and that I don't just panic and be like, oh no, I don't want to lose 20 seconds. Like, it's good that I, like, had the presence of mind to go for the backup there, and it worked. That's probably the best thing about last attempt. Shame I had to accidentally talk to the guy outside the inn twice, and that potentially put me onto a hard list value for elevator. If I had just had clean movement into the inn, we might have potentially been given better waterfall glow results and been able to go for a manip that's easier to hit. But I mean, it's also possible that if I ran into the inn cleanly, that I could have been given an even harder minute, so you just never know. closed that textbook's way too late. Yep. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That's why I hate the counter method. That's why I used to just hesitate. As soon as I ran right to the back of the train, I'd hesitate on purpose, and then I'd get going. That's the reason I used to do that. I hate doing that. As soon as I count to 4 in my head, as soon as I count to 4, I need to close that text box. As soon as I... Not just after 4 arm swings. It has to be when... Literally the moment I count 4 in my head, like 4 arm swings, I have to close the text box. What I was saying earlier was a bit irrational. I still need stuff to play on days where I have work. I can't play this on days where I have work. I could practice it on days where I have work, but then if, like, I don't feel particularly great about how the practice went, then I'm just gonna be in a fucking shit mood all day. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be a speedrun, the game I play on the day I work. It doesn't have to be a speedrun. It could be a fighting game. It could, be a first-person shooter. It could be a MOBA. But I mean, those are still games that, no matter how different each game is, they still involve muscle memory. They still involve, like, repeated movements and repeated maneuvers, and repeated, like, you know... As much as for these esports games, people say, oh, I love this game because each game is different. That is true, however, for the most part, what is happening in each round involves the same repetitive movements, the same repetitive inputs. Like, those games still involve repetitive inputs and muscle memory. So I don't know. I don't know how that's any different to a second speed game, honestly. I don't understand. How is that any different? Well, because they have a timer on the sides? I mean, you probably still have a timer in the top left corner. Or in the middle of the screen, top middle of the screen. I don't know what the difference is. I guess the difference is, like, you know, when speedrunners play their esports games, this isn't always the case, but I feel like a lot of the time, it's just about having fun, and not about going in with the intent of improving. Like, they play it as something that's, like, fun to do. But, you know, as bad as I am at fighting games, I still, like, when I'm playing fighting games, I'm still playing them with the intent of improving. Like, if I'm spending the time to play a fighting game, I want to improve. So I'm still going to want to do those, like, repetitive inputs and repetitive movements, and that still involves muscle memory. I probably won't end up improving in the fighting game, but I'm still, like, when I'm playing it, that's the hope. The hope is that I improve at the fighting game. At the same time though, like, when I have a second speed game, those, like, secondary speed games, I'm not doing those with the intent of improving, I'm doing those for fun. So, I don't understand how it's any different. How is it any different? I don't get it. I don't get what the difference is. Lost time there. I had to think a moment about whether I wanted to put that tank in, and I did. Alright, cool. It's better than last run. It's better than last run. Just, yeah, as soon as I count to 4 on the arm swings, I need to close the text box. No, oh, just after 4. Like, literally, when my mind reads it as 4, I need to close that text box. Closing that text box too late. I really, really am closing that text box too late. Cool. Okay, it's when the 4th arm swing, when he lifts his arm up, that's when I close it. It's not just when I count to 4 arm swings, it's like... It's, yeah, I count 4, and then I wait for his arm to move up, and then I close it. Okay. Accidentally turned analog mode on my controller again. Are you kidding me? Not sure how well we can see this. See this button below X? Here. You see this? With the Brook adapter, that changes your controller between analog mode and digital mode. I had a hunch that despite this controller being my favourite PlayStation layout controller for every other PlayStation game I play, I had a hunch that specifically for this game it isn't. I think I know why now. I think that's the biggest reason why this controller isn't like as good for this game as it is for the other games. I think that is the biggest thing right there. I couldn't quite put my finger on it before, but I think that is the reason. So, this is X on the controller. Right below this is a button. You press that button, switches to analog, and if it's an analog, switches to digital. Now, this game is a game that only lets you use digital inputs. If it's in analog mode, it just won't take any inputs. And obviously, because you're running with X, if you try to do a maneuver where you're running up with X or whatever direction, and you're trying to mash circle at the same time, because the way I have my hands, I end up accidentally pressing this. So I think specifically for FF7, this controller isn't good. At least with a Brook adapter. If this button is bound to home, which is going to be on the Brook adapter, then there's no way to rebind it. You can rebind the other buttons on the Wingman converter, but you can't rebind like the home button, I'm pretty sure. Because you need to use the home button to rebind. You press this and like start as a combination to rebind it, so it's not included in the buttons you can rebind. If this is bound to home, or bound to analog or digital mode, which it will be in a Wingman converter, it's not good for this game. If you want to do maneuvers like running and like mashing at the same time, you're going to end up accidentally pressing it. So, yeah, I can't really use this controller for this game. Has to be DualShock 4, I think. That means I'm gonna have to get used to DualShock 4 again. Hooray! The classic Akami switching between controllers and fucking themselves up and fucking up their muscle memory because they can't commit to one fucking thing. But that is an actual serious concern. The fact that the home/analog mode button is right below X. That's an actual concern for this game. Yeah, I am fucking stupid for not realising it sooner. Like I'm very much a fucking dumbass for not thinking of that. Like, oh yeah, the home button's right below X. I am stupid for thinking that. Now that I know, I have to go back, and I'm forced to go back, and that is an actual valid concern, or an actual valid reason to go back to DualShock 4 for this game specifically. Yeah, I am fucking up my muscle memory, but I have to, otherwise I'm going to lose time like I just did there. give this, like, another Guard Scorpion attempt, and then go and get some exercise. One more GS attempt. Oh, I know what's missing. I've been thinking about that all day. It's not too important, but I was like, something's not quite right on my feed. I think I've narrowed it down now. Okay. Looks kind of stupid, but whatever. leave the reactor, just for muscle memory's sake, but I'm not going to continue it. Definitely not now. Of course. Why am I split on the right? Yeah, it's because I'm looking at the game feed that way. I mean, you know that. I think this way also you can see the resolution switch over the SSC. See that in the top corner. Yeah, you can see that now. So that's helpful as well. Alright, thank you. I might be able to keep it soon. I'll go to the gym. I don't know. Enough for me today. Yeah, I think I'm just not as green as I used to be. I think that's what it is, really, more than anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Try again on Saturday. To go out and do something, get some fresh air. Yeah, thank you for